This is Jana Bent with the latest news. Flinders Council has introduced the WAVE legislation. Following successful introduction of crowd control legislation, Flinders Council in the Furno Group has introduced the WAVE legislation. Victor Epstein explains.
What is the WAVE? This is the WAVE. The WAVE has been used on Flinders Island as a form of greeting between passengers travelling since the horse and cart days. It is locally known as the Flinders Island Wave or the Flinders Island Salute. Flinders Island Council has legislated so all visitors to the island have to greet everyone by the use of the WAVE as they drive around the island. It is intended that this should lead to an enhanced tourist experience. A brochure explaining the WAVE legislation for tourists has been produced. I spoke to Councillor Ronald Wise to ask him about the legislation. Councillor Wise, was the legislation passed unanimously?
No, the vote was 4-3. We need tourists, so we've got to have the WAVE. Some people don't like tourists, but the WAVE will bring them around. Just wait and see. You've got to legislate everything these days.
Are there 7 wise councillors?
There are 7 councillors. I'm the only wise.
Thank you. How will the legislation be regulated? I asked senior sergeant judges how this legislation would affect the police workload on the island.
Well, as you know, we're already fully stretched. But we'll do our best, we'll do our duty and we'll enforce the law. We don't make it, we just enforce it. We've had some special equipment brought over. We've got unmarked cars and we've got photographic equipment in those cars to help us enforce that law. And that's about it.
Thank you. I spoke to tourist operator Greg Dempster, cabin park owner and car hire operator.
Definitely a positive step forward, Vic. I'm sure it'll attract more tourists. This legislation hasn't come soon enough.
And what do the locals think of the legislation?
Maybe now tourists might look up from their mobile twits and Facebook and greet some real people. It'll give them something else to do besides annoying me and my wombats.
This is Vic Epstein, VTV News, Flinders Island. Back to you, Jana.